guys, so today's video is going to be sort of like an anti-haul, but like the opposite. But it's not a haul, it's like a wannabe haul. Basically, I've seen a few people do this sort of a video and I just think it's a cool idea. I definitely have lots of makeup that I want, and that's basically all I'm going to talk about. I'm going to show you guys some products, not physically because I don't have them, but I want them. Stuff I want to buy. Like, if money were no object, I would own all of these things. Basically, Instagram has like a feature where you can it's kind of like Pinterest. You can like save an Instagram photo to a collection. And I have a bunch of different little collections, like Pinterest boards. And one of them is to buy. And this is where I put stuff that like I really want. Like I really want to buy it. Like shopping list, but like a wannabe shopping list. Because I ain't got the money for all of this stuff. So we're just gonna kind of scroll through this little Instagram Pinterest board, if you will, and talk about the stuff that I want to buy. All right, I don't even know where to start. I think I'm just gonna start like at the bottom and work my way up. So I saved this back when Z Palette, the brand, was in a little bit of hot water, if you guys remember that. If you don't know what happened, it was a while back and it's, you know, it's like died down now. But Z Palette was in some hot water because they were just being like super, super rude to their customers, and everybody started like boycotting the brand. All these influencers were like done buying their stuff. So a lot of other brands started to come out with Z Palette like products so that we had a place to buy them. And so I saved this post by Altair Beauty, I believe is how you say it. Look how cute these little Z palettes are. They're just empty magnetic palettes, but they're so cute. Like it's like pink with like all the little hearts on it, so cute. But like I said, now a bunch of brands are coming out with them, so I'll find one that's cheapest and use those. So when this little sneak peek was first released, I wanted this palette immediately, and I still want this palette. I don't know, I haven't pulled the trigger yet. I haven't purchased it yet. It's the Too Faced Clover palette. It is so adorable. The Sweet Peach palette by Too Faced is one of my all-time favorite palettes, so I love the formula. This color scheme is so interesting, but it could also totally be used for every day. It's got your neutrals and, you know, your muted shades, but it's also got some like louder colors. I don't know, I still want this palette. The packaging is loud, it is. But I don't know, I think it's cute. I have this saved because it's the perfect compilation of a bunch of different colors of Lipsense, which I still love. It's still one of my go-tos when I need a color on my lips that's gonna last all day long and I don't have to retouch. So I have this saved because I plan on purchasing pink champagne, and I've been planning on purchasing it for a while. I just haven't yet. But I do already have two colors and I totally plan on expanding my collection. I just have this saved because it's a nice little like reference photo so that I know which color I want to get next. I feel like I have a pretty similar skin tone to this girl, so. I still totally want to buy a couple of the newer shades, they were new at the time, of the Wet n Wild MegaGlo highlighters. I really want Blossom Glow. Honestly, the other three don't really speak to me. They look a little bit dark. One of them looks like a blush, so I don't know if those would work for me, but I definitely still want to try Blossom Glow. It looks like a beautiful pinky highlight. Oh, I want to buy these so bad. These Stila Cosmetics Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadows. These are just a bunch of beautiful shades. I totally want Bronzed Belle and Rose Gold Retro. I also want In a Frenzy. Friends? How do you say that word? Those are totally my tones, oh my gosh. They're so nice, but those are so expensive. That's why I haven't bought those yet, because they're like $25 for a liquid eyeshadow, and I already own two, so I like need to relax a little bit. This I have pinned just because I think it's funny. It's a t-shirt. I follow a bunch of different German Shepherd Instagram accounts. I love German Shepherds. I have a German Shepherd and I love them. And this one just posted this little t-shirt that says, "Keep calm, it's a German Shepherd, not a freaking shark." Which I just think is cute. I totally understand why people can like be afraid of my dog, because he can be scary. When he barks like that, I totally understand. It's just that I know him on like a different level because he's my dog. He's like a sweet, innocent little puppy. He's my little teddy bear. This is so adorable. I don't have a Kirkland anywhere around me. I need to go to Kirkland when I go home, but it's just this little like chalkboard sign that says Scripture of the Week, and it's got like that wooden detailing around the outside of it. It's just like a little chalkboard. You can write down some scripture. I think that's so adorable. Love it. I would totally buy that if I saw it. This I would so own if I was a millionaire. The Natasha Denona Lila palette. I think it's Lila or Lila maybe? Natasha Denona eyeshadows are ridiculously overpriced. Like I don't have the money to be spending like that, but this Lila palette, these are my tones. I'm a purple lover, I'm a mauve lover. I love the grays and the smoky tones. So yeah, I would so own this bad boy if I was a millionaire. So pretty. I totally still want to try these. These are the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighters. Butter bronzer is my favorite. It's what I'm wearing on my face today. The packaging, and I've heard that the formula really is reminiscent to the Colourpop highlighters, which I also love. So someday if I see these in the store, I'm totally gonna pick these up. Definitely the shade Pearl, and maybe Pink Rose, maybe Champagne. Champagne looks like it might be a little dark for me, but who knows, maybe I could pull it off. This I still want. I want this eyeshadow palette and the highlighter palette. It's the collaboration between Makeup Revolution and Soph Does Nails. This palette just looks like it's literally anything you could possibly need. There's your cool brown, your deep brown, your warm brown, your crease shade, your transition shade, your matte highlight shade, your bronzy shimmery lid colors, your colorful shimmery lid colors. There's like literally anything that you need to create a look in this eyeshadow palette. Oh, it's so beautiful. I would have this by now if it were easier to get, because the second they put it on the freaking Ulta website, it like sold out, and I will end up with this palette someday. I want to try Zoeva eyeshadows so badly because I've heard amazing things about them. They're one of the more like lesser known, I guess not lesser known, but like not as talked about on YouTube. I want to try the Taupe palette. I want to try the Matte Spectrum palette. I want to try a bunch of their palettes. They have a bunch of different palettes with different color schemes and stuff, and I have been so drawn to them, but they're a little bit more on the pricey side. But I do want to try their eyeshadow someday. Someday I'll own a palette by them. I've heard amazing things about the Sephora cream lip stains. They're like liquid lipsticks by Sephora, and I think they're like 14 bucks. They're on the cheaper side for, you know, like a high-end liquid lipstick. And I've heard amazing things about them, so I definitely want to give them a try. They have an amazing color selection too. Like they range from super nude to like crazy weird vibrant pastel colors. And again, I don't know why I haven't tried these yet. That's why I'm glad that I have this little fake Pinterest board on Instagram to remind me the stuff that I want to try. Oh my gosh, just looking at this palette makes me feel, why don't I own this yet? I don't know why I don't own this palette yet, because this color scheme is like if I was an eyeshadow palette, I would be this color scheme of an eyeshadow palette. The Lorac Cosmetics Pro Palette 3. I've never tried a Lorac eyeshadow palette, and I know their original Pro palette is like, everybody knows that palette, everybody has that palette, everybody, that's like the OG YouTube palette. I get it. I've never tried them. And this color scheme speaks to me on levels that no one could ever understand. I love the layout of it. It's got like the mattes up top and the shimmers down below. So you just like, it's so easy to navigate a look with this palette. It's got your matte highlight, your transition, I need this palette. I need it. Yum. I have this saved. First of all, you need to follow this Instagram account, Candle Connoisseur. If you're the kind of person that loves candles, but you don't like to spend all your money on candles, follow this Instagram account, because it just like, I try and live vicariously through him, but I love following this Instagram page. He posted a picture of the Bath & Body Works candle Grapefruit Gin Fizz, which just sounded like so delicious to me, so I pinned it because I want it. The notes are ruby red grapefruit, sparkling water, and juniper gin. Think of this scent as Champagne Toast 2.0. The color of the packaging is adorable, first of all. It's like super pink and vibrant, but that sounds like such a yummy scent. I also saved the Tarte Toasted palette because this is like a warm eyeshadow palette that's like full of browns, but they're a little bit more neutral browns than like your typical warm eyeshadow palette. Because I don't really lean for the, you know, warm tones. I like a brown smoky eye, but mine will always look a little bit more neutral than everyone else's. I'm not all into the super fiery orange smoky eyes. I prefer the more neutral tones, the more chocolatey browns. Oh, here's another GSD t-shirt. It says, warning, this girl is protected by a German Shepherd. Straight up, because for real, no one's gonna mess with me. If Kaiser's with me and I feel like uncomfortable, somebody's making me feel some type of way, Kaiser ain't gonna put up with that. That's one reason why my husband has no problem going on these work trips, because he knows no one's gonna mess with me with Kaiser by my side. Kaiser looks out for his mama while daddy's gone. This palette, you guys, again, oh my gosh. The Violet Voss Taupe Notch palette. It's full of my kind of tones. Again, it's brown, but cooler browns. It's not warm and fiery and orange. It's neutral to cooler browns, and there's like taupes and purples and shimmers and mattes, and oh, this palette is just beautiful. And I've also heard amazing things about Violet Voss shadows, so don't ask me why I haven't tried this yet. I also saved the Colourpop Cosmetics You Had Me at Hello palette. That looks so beautiful. Again, there's some browns, but they're not all warm. Some of them are a little bit more neutral, so I have that pinned. I love the Colourpop eyeshadows. The powder eyeshadows by Colourpop are my favorite pressed powder eyeshadows of all time. That's what I'm wearing on my lids today, is just straight up Colourpop I Think I Love You palette. So beautiful. I will end up with this palette someday. I will. Oh my gosh, you guys. I need some of these palettes, and I've tried to purchase a couple of these palettes on several different occasions, but they're always sold out. It's the Coastal Scents Freedom palette. It's just a Z palette. Coastal Scents has always had the like empty palettes, but they always have like wells in them. Like this here is my Coastal Scents blush palette. You just buy the palette separately and then you put your blushes in there, but you see how there's like a well there? I have to put the blush right there. This one is just a straight up big old magnet with a see-through lid, which makes it pretty freaking similar to the palette, and Coastal Scents are a little bit nicer to their customers. So mark my words, I will end up with those someday. Someday they will be back in stock and I will purchase it. And they're only $11.95. It holds up to 40 pots. And Coastal Scents is always doing half off sales, so like you could get this palette for like $6 probably. Whereas a big old Z palette is like over 20. Another candle that I have saved from Candle Connoisseur's Instagram. Soft pink petal tea cake made with essential oils. This one I probably pinned mostly for the packaging. I think that is the most beautiful soft pink frosted glass jar I've ever seen ever. It's like my personality again. As candle packaging, this would be it. But that's everything for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss any future videos of mine, and I will see you guys next time. But that's everything. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope... What? I also don't know why I haven't tried this palette yet, because I don't own have... What? But that's everything. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I need to go to sleep. Hey you guys, I just wanted to let you know really quickly that I cut so much out of this video. We've hardly made a dent in my little Instagram shopping list, so if you guys want to see a part 2, then let me know. If not, I'm sure that this is enough, but I just wanted to let you guys know that this video was gonna be way longer, but I decided to cut it down. So definitely let me know, and as always, thank you so much for watching.